Working with Chris is an absolute game changer and has been for my business. We're Australia's Buyers Agency of the Year for back-to-back years, 2023 and 2024, a first in Australian history as well. So that's me. My name's Arjun. I'm the Director of InvestorKit Buyers Agency. And yeah, I run a buyers agency that helps property investors start and scale their portfolio. The problem that I first started with and where I was seeking help with was with regards to the sales team. And on sales overall, what I found was three core things that I was having issues with. The first was how much of an uphill battle it was and time it took to get someone to a proficient level. And I knew that if I needed to repeat that and grow that, it would be a very difficult task because it would cost time, it would cost money, it'd cost opportunity. And that was the first part, the uphill battle of getting someone from new to great. The second one was I didn't have a pathway on getting there. I got there for the first person with no pathway. And that means that it wasn't repeatable or scalable to be able to get more sales professionals and growth professionals in our team to be able to get them to have some sort of structure to succeed. And lastly, the third and final part was inconsistencies. As a business owner, when you can't find moments in your business or exact data points or lack of training or opportunities where you're looking at it and you just don't know if the scripts are right, everything is guesswork and you're using pure effort and energy to fight through. And whilst that can and has led to success in some parts, it's not sustainable success. So I was looking for a lot of structure and frameworks to be able to get myself to a level where I could have sustainable success ongoing. So the specific pain points that I had from some of these problems were opportunity cost of growth because I stayed in my lane of just focusing on a particular staff member rather than thinking of more within a structure. Second pain point that I had with these problems is uncertainty of business decisions because I didn't have frameworks, I didn't have recruitment strategies, I didn't have upskill playbooks, ability to strengthen scripts. Everything was all about just, I hope it works out each and every person you bring on from here on out. So I had no certainty and it was a risk, like I was standing at the end of a cliff every single time to make a business decision. And the final actual pain point that I had was when I was trying to grow, it was just all driven by effort and energy. And so if I kept trying to drive growth by effort and energy, when there's a group of people and a company like yours allowing us to ASAP bring this up to a new level rather than guesswork and energy and effort. Now that I've experienced the service, our life and business has transformed completely. From the elements of just going at it and taking each discussion on the flow and seeing a month later and fingers crossing for the best results, we know where we're heading due to predictive methodologies. We know where we're heading due to scripts and tweaks. We know where we're heading due to coaching frameworks, recruitment frameworks. It's gotten me to a position where I've now started to look at business differently. And instead of being a control freak, I've gained more trust and actually hired managers to manage divisions within our company, which is something I felt very uneasy of in the past. And in doing this, now that they have frameworks and structure and support, and the team is driven in a certain way, I can actually focus on what matters most, which is not the micro parts of a business outcome. It's actually just the customer and getting them the best service. And now the sales team, what do? They signed on 70 clients, I think, this month, close to 70 the last month. And remember our purchasing that used to be a weak area? Well, now I had my full-time sales manager who's looking after the team, looking after growth there. I move over to the acquisitions team, try and get the best quality outputs for acquisition, the hardest amount of phone calls for off markets, the best strategy and breakdown, EODs put into there now that we never used to have before, clear management structure, one-on-ones regularly, acquisition training weekly. So all this stuff into place, and they crossed 50 purchases last month. So, it's humming the way it wants to, and it starts with those structures I was missing that we had together. So for sure, working with Chris is an absolute game changer and has been for my business. If you're considering doing this, I'd highly recommend you get started so you can see your business and life transform the same way.